Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year at Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
Oh, he's going to take. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Jackson on second down. And his first pass is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team that wins.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 1.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 24 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. Right? You're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize. I think you juice them up because I haven't been offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over a 1st and 10 at their own 22 yards.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play, don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jerry Tillery never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
By number 12.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Falcons nothing.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Running is Swift. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He may try and run for this, but he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down now, Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A CD, we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Yeah, they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Yikes, terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Again, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Falcons take over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts a
touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Lockett, 74 yards. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Taken down just shy of midfield. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Harrison under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To throw on 3rd down, Harrison, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? All of them confirmed that that could be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On play action, they'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Yeah, here now come the Falcons. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And a give this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A returnable for Thomas. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Off the bootleg. Harrison. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
This is our time. Our time.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
To start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get one.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off-play action. Harrison rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake. Harrison. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Harrison steps away. He'll run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Harrison. Throw left side complete. It's Owens.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open runs, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, Potter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
17.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 2 touchdowns, 80 seconds remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
An extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious.